Hi everybody, my name is Tim Estiloz and I'm a two-time Emmy-winning TV host, and I've also been a skater with the world-famous Ice Capades. But I want my next career step to be one of your next hosts on QVC. Now, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, I've won 2 New England Emmys, one for hosting, but the best part about winning that Emmy wasn't just getting it that night, but also having it presented to me by my role model in the business, Mr. Tom Bergeron of TV's Dancing with the Stars. Now, as a skater with the Ice Capades, I had the unique opportunity to travel all around the United States, performing before thousands of people every night in every major and many of the minor cities across the country. Now, I gotta tell you, even though I'm looking into this camera lens, and you can imagine millions of people behind it in the audience, there is nothing like being live in front of thousands of people in a huge arena and having them applauding what you hope was a job well done entertaining them. It's just an incredible feeling to hear that round of applause, and I hope it's a feeling that maybe everybody one day in their life gets to experience themselves. Now, I'm also an actor and illustrator and an artist. Now let's talk about the artist part first. I draw for some kids at a local children's hospital where I sit at their bedside in the ICU units and I'll draw Princess Elsa or Captain America. And there's nothing like the experience of seeing many of these very sick children have a smile come to their face from something that I drew. It's not only a wonderful opportunity to make them happy, but it's also a great blessing for me, and I enjoy every second of it. Now, I mentioned being an actor. If you've ever seen the movie Gone Baby Gone, if you fast forward to the end of the movie, you'll see me playing a TV reporter where I got to ad-lib my lines that actually made it into the movie. Now, I didn't win an Oscar, but hey, I got to be an actor at least one time. So why would I make a good QVC host? Well, I love connecting with an audience. I love the audience feeling comfortable with me, and I love chatting with them and getting to know them on a personal level. I love doing the whole idea of live TV. There's an energy to it and an enthusiasm. You never know what's going to happen. So that part of the QVC experience and being a host is something that really, really appeals to me. But here's the most important part about why I'd like to be a QVC host. There's no other job in television where you can actually be friends with your audience, where you look into that camera and they get to know you on a first-name basis. But by them calling into the studio, you get to know them, whether it's Susie or Joe, and they're calling in and saying, "Tim, I really enjoyed that product." And you get to be truly, truly friends with that person. You form a relationship and a bond and a trust. And that's a unique part of being a QVC host. And I hope that you will give me that opportunity to bring that to your audience. So without any further ado, it's time for me to show you what I'm able to do in terms of presenting some of the products on QVC. Okay, now if you're anything like me, you know with the cold winter months coming along, you just want to be able to get in your car in the morning, turn over the engine, and get started, right? But hey, what if it's a cold night the night before and your battery dies? Well, you don't want to wait 2-3 hours for a tow truck to come, and you won't have to have that happen anymore if you have this in the back trunk of your car. This is the Duralast jump starter. It's a small unit that packs a whole lot of punch. 600 amps of power, as a matter of fact. So let's say your battery dies in the morning. What you do is you take these 2 little cables on the back, one on the other side, connect it to the connectors on your battery, turn over the engine, bang, your car is going to start right away. But that's not all that this unit includes, because it's basically a small power unit for all kinds of other items. It has here the 12-volt DC power socket for any other items that may need charging in your car. Also, we're traveling around with our cell phones as well as our computers all the time. And let's say you're driving along and you need to do an emergency jump start on some of those items. Well, it comes with this great little USB port that you can plug in your cell phone, you can plug in your computer, put it in the back seat of the car, and while you're driving along, by the time you get to your destination, those items are fully charged once again. Now, let's say some of your teenagers have never used a jump starter before, but they get stuck out on the road and they decide to try and use the unit. Well, you don't have to worry about them connecting the wrong cables to the wrong connectors, because this unit comes with a safety feature that if they do connect the wrong cables to the wrong connectors on the battery, this LED light will go off, as well as an alarm which will let them know, hey kids, you got to switch the cables around and make sure that they are connected properly, and once they get that car started, they get right on their way again. So this is a great little unit that packs a whole lot of power. A lot of power for all of your appliances, a lot of power to start your battery. You will never have to wait for another tow truck again. This is not only a lot of power, but also I'd say a lot of security, because you won't have to worry about being stranded on the road. You won't have to worry about your family, your wife, your kids. This in the trunk of the car will make sure that that battery starts every time. This is the Duralast jump starter. It's 600 amps of power. A lot of power in a small little unit, only weighs maybe about 10 pounds here. I love this unit, and you're going to love it too. So make sure that you call in now and get this right away. The Duralast jump starter. Get this item now. You know you're going to need it this winter. Okay, now as a single guy, hey, I've got to do my own laundry. And of course, with doing the laundry afterwards comes doing some of the ironing. And I can't think of a better piece of equipment than this beautiful little baby here. It is called the Oric cordless speed iron. Now you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, Tim, you just said cordless. What's with the cord on the end? Well, I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. But first, let's talk about some of the great features on this iron. First of all, the sleek design. It is just beautiful. I just love the shape of this. And with the Oric brand, you know that you're getting quality. Many of you have purchased many Oric brands from us before, and you know that you can't do any better than top quality Oric products. Now, when you look at the base of this, you can see that it has this Teflon coating. If you feel it, well, you can't feel it through the television set, but trust me on this. It feels like velvety glass. And that means that when this Teflon coating glides across your fabrics, you do not have to worry about any sort of snags, any sort of rips, any sorts of damage being done to your most delicate pieces of clothing, because this Teflon coating will make sure that those items are protected. Now, let's say when you're doing some of the ironing, well, the phone rings or the kids need your attention and you set the iron down. Well, you don't have to worry about any sort of falling down and burning your fabrics, or heaven forbid anything worse happening, because after 10 minutes of this iron standing alone, the auto shut-off feature kicks in. That means that after 10 minutes, this item will turn itself off, cool down, allow you to do your business, and when you come back and you're ready to iron again, you just hit this red press to reset button, click it, and your iron will start up all over again. Now, a second ago I was telling you about the cordless feature, right? Now, this is the beautiful stand that this Oric comes on, by the way, and it looks so very stylish. It'll fit into your kitchen, fit into any part of your house where you're doing some of your ironing. Now, when you set this on the stand, in the back there's a little switch. You lock that into position. When you lock that into position, voila, your iron comes free so that you can be set free from the ironing board. You can take the iron and maybe do some steam cleaning of the curtains, or do some ironing on your bed. Wherever you want to get away from the ironing board to do some of your favorite ironing, this is the feature that is going to make this oh so very special. So again, you come with the Oric brand name that denotes quality. You have the Teflon coating. You have the auto shut-off feature. And you have so many other items that will come with this particular Oric product. And it comes with a 2-year warranty that'll make sure that if anything goes wrong with this, Oric will make sure that everything is right for you. So again, the last time we had this item, it just flew out of here at QVC, so you want to be sure that you call right now and get this item. This is the Oric cordless speed iron with the cordless feature. I love this iron. I'm going to get maybe a couple for gifts, give them out this Christmas. I'm going to make sure my mom gets one as well, because, hey, she's the one that taught me how to iron in the first place.